can't sleep in our houses. We used to run to the bush and hide.
You know how the government keeps saying they are fighting Boko Haram? How they keep telling us that they are winning the war against terrorism? Well, just last year, Tinubu paid over $7 million to Boko Haram. Yes, $7 million in cash and delivered by the helicopter. And before you ask, this is not a rumor. The AFP confirmed it, and multiple intelligence sources confirmed it. It happened.
An independent news agency in France, AFP, they reported that Nigerian president secretly paid billions of naira to Boko Haram terrorist group.
So on this video, I'm going to tell you the full story, the documentary and investigation of how Nigerian president paid over $7 million just to bribe the Boko Haram instead of fighting them. To ride on, don't forget to like and subscribe.
The Nigerian armed forces have taken some certain decisions that will curtail the menace of the insurgency.
Now, talking about the genesis of this whole thing. Just last year, around November, some gunmen walked into a Catholic school in Niger State. This happened in the middle of the night. They went straight to the dormitories and just took everyone, over 300 children, just like that. And for 2 weeks, nobody knew what's happening. Parents were crying on TV. Churches were also holding prayers and vigils, and the whole country was watching. Then the government came out and said something they have always said. We are handling it. We are negotiating. Don't worry, we won't pay any ransom. And Nigerians believed them because what else could we do? Then suddenly the children started coming back. The first 100 came home, then a few weeks later, another 130. And then the government held a press conference. National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu stood there looking proud and said, our security forces applied pressure. We are negotiating successfully. No ransom was paid, but that wasn't true. Because what actually happened was this. They loaded over $7 million onto a helicopter, flying deep into Borno State to a place called Goza. That's Boko Haram territory, like full Boko Haram control. And no doubt, they handed the money to Boko Haram commander named Ali Ngulde. Here is the interesting part of this whole thing. There is no phone network out there in the forest. So after they gave him the money, Ngulde had a physical walk across the border into Cameroon just to make a phone call and confirm the money has actually arrived. Only then did he release the first batch of his children. And that's not even it at all. As part of the deal, the government also released 2 Boko Haram commanders from prison. So let me make this clear. The Nigerian government paid terrorists over $7 million and freed 2 of their commanders for children who shouldn't have been kidnapped in the first place. So the question is, who should be blamed? Who is behind all this? Now, you might be wondering, who are these people who kidnapped the children? The main guy who is behind this is called Sadiku. This is the same Sadiku who attacked the Kaduna train 4 years ago. I believe you remember that. The Abuja-Kaduna train where gunmen blew up the tracks, the train crashed, people died, and over 60 passengers were kidnapped. For months, those people were in the forest, and their families were begging the government to do something, but nothing happened. Until ransom started coming in. Bankers paid, businessmen paid, even some government officials quietly paid. And one by one, the hostages came home. And Sadiku, he collected all the money and just went back into the forest. He didn't get arrested, he didn't get killed, he just stayed there. And now, 4 years later, he's back. This time around, he kidnapped school children. And this time, the government paid over $7 million. Do you see what's happening? This man has figured out the system. He knows that if he takes enough people, if he creates enough pressure, the government will pay. And he's right, because they have been paying. Taking you back to 2014, and no doubt this is not the first time it's happening. Remember Chibok girls in 2014. Boko Haram took over 276 girls from their school. The whole world was talking about it. Michelle Obama holding up signs, everyone was saying, bring back our girls. But the girls didn't come back, not for years. And when they finally start coming home, little by little, it wasn't because the army rescued them. According to reports, about $3.7 million was paid. The money was handed over in 2 duffel bags. The Swiss government and the Red Cross were involved in the negotiation. Of course, the Nigerian government said no ransom was paid for this, but the guests came home and the money disappeared. Then it happened again in Dapchi. in 2018. Over 100 girls were taken. 1 month later, most of them came back. Same story. The government said no ransom. Sources said money was paid. Then we have the Kankara in 2020. Over 500 schoolboys were kidnapped. 1 week later, they were released. Again, no ransom was paid, as they said. Now we have the St. Mary's, where over $7 million is down. So at this point, I will let you ask yourself, if the government keeps saying they don't pay for these things, but the children keep coming back home after money changes hands, who is actually lying? Is it the government or the people? Now, talking about what is the law saying about paying ransom to kidnappers, here is the part you really don't know about. In 2022, Nigeria passed a law, the Terrorism Prevention Act. It says very clearly that if you pay ransom to kidnappers or terrorists, you can go to prison for 15 years. 15 good years. That's the punishment. And then the idea behind the law made sense, right? If nobody pays ransom, kidnappers won't have any business anymore. They will stop kidnapping because there is no more money in the business. So the government made it illegal, and they meant it. Families who couldn't afford to pay ransoms watched their loved ones die. People who tried to negotiate were threatened with arrest. But when is the government paying? When is $7 million on a helicopter? When is Nuhu Ribadu making the call? Suddenly, the law doesn't exist. Nobody gets arrested. Nobody gets questions. Nobody even talks about it because the law wasn't meant for them. It was meant for you. No doubt we have the industry of kidnapping because the government keeps paying. It has become an industry in Nigeria. Then there is a research company in Lagos called the SBM Intelligence. They track ransom payment for 1 year, between July 2024 and June 2025. And you know how much kidnappers made this year? Over $1.66 million in 1 year, just from ransom. And that's only what they can track. The real number is probably way higher than this because it's not just Boko Haram anymore. It's bandits in the northwest, it's unknown government in the southeast, it's criminal everywhere. They have all learned the same lesson. Kidnap the people, wait for the government to pay, repeat, and it works every single time. So the government can keep buying the weapons, they can keep hiring more soldiers, they can keep telling us they are fighting terrorism. But none of this matters because the government that is supposed to be fighting terrorism is also funding them. $7 million at a time. So I will leave this to you. So in conclusion to all this, if the Nigerian government just paid Boko Haram over $7 million, who is really winning this war? Because from where I'm seeing this, Sadiku is richer than he was before now. Boko Haram is still out there, schools are still getting attacked, and the government just made kidnapping more profitable than ever. So do you think they paid the money to save the children? Or do you think they paid it because it was easier than actually solving the real problem? And here is what really scares me. If over 300 children cost $7 million, how much will the next group of people, or probably 10 million people or 20 million people? Because there will be a next time. There will always be. What's your take in the comment section? Who should be jailed for 15 years since the law says 15 years for anybody who's paying for ransom? I leave this to you. Drop your comments in the comment section, and until next time, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye for now.